Bhakti and Bhakti Yoga. What is Bhakti? In this book, I have explained Bhakti in details. Bhakti means intense love for God. We are impressed by painting, music, art, or any performance, and we want to meet the creator of that music or art. Same way, when we observe the nature and we are impressed by the nature, such fantastic creation of God, creation of human body, creation of all the living creature, plants, ocean, and everything in such perfect order, we come under awe and we want to meet the creator. This desire is called bhakti. Okay. Bhakti, according to Shankara, bhakti is intense love for God. Even from standpoint of Gnana Yoga, it is love for God. Even Gnana Yoga is to know thyself. Ultimately, knowing thyself is same like meeting God. Narada describes that when one gets into bhakti, one becomes intoxicated with it. One feels with joy. One doesn't want anything. One loves everything. This is the definition of bhakti. Love is God. So really bhakti means loving the creation of God. So fanatic people worship God and ignore the creation of God, ignore other human beings, ignore plant kingdom, animal kingdom, oceans and rivers. This is the wrong approach. Love can be cultivated, so they have given different paths for cultivating bhakti. Means you fall in love with God, you use image of God, which is avatara, statue of God, image of God, or symbol for God, and increase attachment and devotion to it. First one is called Shravanam, means hearing the story of God. Kirtanam means singing and chanting the glories of God. Smaranam means remembering God and God's leelas or pastimes. Padaseva, serving Lord and waiting upon Him, like ritualistic worship. Archanam means worship. Vandanam means salutation, humility, offering to God. Dasya means servantship to God. Sakhya means attunement with God or friendship with God. And Atmanivedan means self-surrender. So one starts from hearing the glory of God to surrender to God. These are the 9 steps called primary bhakti, and that cultivates para-bhakti or supreme bhakti. These 9 steps are called Navadha bhakti that should lead one into para-bhakti, and para-bhakti gives you total freedom. Para-bhakti means you don't worship God only in the idol, only in the temple, in the mosque, or in the church or synagogue. You see God everywhere and you serve God through all the possible means. Bhagavad Gita explains that 4 kind of bhaktas worship God. Arthra, people who are suffering, diseases and other problems, they worship God for healing. Other people are artharthi, those who want wealth, fame, power, material success. Third one is gnani, or the man of wisdom who wants to attain knowledge. But Jignasu is the third kind, means he is curious, who wants to know everything. And Gnani is the one who wants to worship God, not for any gain, but for harmony. So four kind of bhakta: Artra, Artharthi, Jignasu and Gnani. Suffering, wanting wealth, curious, and man of wisdom. These are the four kinds of bhakti. Bhakti can be cultivated. You can do prayer, is also bhakti. Prayer is talking to God. Meditation is listening to God. So really prayer ultimately turns into meditation. And meditation converts into your lifestyle, so you worship God, you stay with awareness of God at all the times. You can use mantra chant as a means, because mantra is nothing but praising the Lord. Mantra chanting is transcendental, so it doesn't belong to any religion, time or space. It is universal sound vibration. By sound vibration you worship God. So that is kind of higher kind of prayer, because there are no demands. So mantra can be way of worshipping God. Bhakti can be cultivated by living ordinary life, taking care of your family, serving them, being with friends, serving them, then reaching all the strangers, then even the people who don't like you, cultivating love for them. So with your mind, deep inside, you worship for well-being for everyone, and that cultivates bhakti. Sarvetra sukhinah santu, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukhma bhavet. This is old ancient prayer that I pray for the well-being and proper health for all the human beings. Jai Bhagavan.